Good evening, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Build Your Online Business After Dark show. Hi, y'all introduce yourself.
Hey Jamie, how you doing? I know it's been a long week. It's been an amazing week. I'm so excited to be here,
Day.
guys. For those of you guys that don't know me, or first of all, please share out the broadcast and invite others in because we're going to get some amazing information tonight. Jamie's going to talk about 5 ways to revive your book on Amazon. I definitely want to hear that, even though my book is an Amazon bestseller thanks to Jay's Publishing House. But my name is Jennifer King, and my clients hire me to help them build a profitable online business so that they can leave that job that they go to every day, or maybe they're working from home right now that they really, really don't like. Holding up somebody else's dream, making somebody else rich. That's who I am. Super excited to be here, Jamie, to hear about the 5 ways to revive your book on Amazon. Or if you don't have a book, she's doing a watch party on tomorrow to tell you how to get your first ebook done. That's an amazing class. That was one of my first classes I took. One of my first books I wrote was an ebook, so you definitely don't want to miss that.
And Miss
Hey, hey,
Tisha.
hey.
Hey, hey.
It's Friday. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm Tisha M. Johnson. I'm your relationship coach, and I'm helping you find true and lasting love. So I'm excited to be here. Listen, I'm also honored to be a best-selling author under the J Publishing House brand. I'm so excited about this week has been simply phenomenal. Tonight is gonna be man, and it's not over because then you get to share some time with Jamie tomorrow when you sign up for the watch party. Bit.ly forward slash I got
Weekend Watch 20, y'all.
watch 20. Make
Yeah.
sure you go ahead and sign up. If especially if you're in the category where you have a book, you want to write a book, but you haven't quite done the work, you definitely want to show up tomorrow because I promise you, you're going to leave that session and you'll have the opportunity to repeat it throughout the weekend. You're going to leave that session with a book, or at least an outline, or, in process. So you want to go to bit.ly forward slash weekend watch 20.
That's good.
That's
And
right.
that watch party is going to be super amazing, guys. It is only $29. And not only is it going to give you an amazing outline for your ebook to write it, but it's going to be the same foundational information you're going to need to write your book. So, guys, be sure you go to bit.ly slash, I forgot that quick,
Weekend Watch 20.
weekend watch 20.
Thank
Watch
you.
your
My sister's
accent.
got my back tonight, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all got my back. Thank you so much. So, guys, tonight, when I tell you brief, it's going to be so brief. If you blink, you're going to miss it. But I don't want to leave here tonight because this morning I shared with the morning crew 5 ways you can revive your book. Now, how many of you have Amazon books out here, but it's getting crickets? It's been on there for years. Like the only engagement it had was the day that it launched. And then after that, it just kind of went ghost, right? So how can you revive that ghost? How can you revive that stale book on Amazon? I want to share with you at least 5. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but I want to share 5 ways that you can revive that book. Tonight it's going to be book revival. And it's not going to be like the Pentecostal book revival where it's going to be all week long. No, this is going to be like the quick church. So, revival tip number 1, how to revive that book that's been sitting on Amazon that you launched maybe months ago, maybe years ago, and it's not selling right now. How do you revive it so that you get your sales back into it? You create an ad campaign on Amazon, not on Facebook, not on Instagram, but on Amazon's platform. They have a marketing tool where you can create your own book ad on Amazon. And what that will do is it will get your book seen from people who, if you have an author page on Amazon, then it'll get your book seen beyond the people who follow you on Amazon, but also those who order the book that's in the same topic or in the same category as your book. Amazon will use however you set your ad up, it will put your book in front of many, many, many more people, right? So launch or create an ad campaign on Amazon to revive that old book. That's one way that you can get fresh new sales on Amazon. Revival tip number 2. Revival. Hey, Bonita. Hey guys, those that I can see you, say hi. Hi, Berlin. You were here this morning. So listen, revival tip number 2. And y'all can jump in if I say something that's kind of crazy or whatever. Revival tip number 2. And I bet you didn't know this, but you can always relaunch your book. And I would recommend putting a brand new cover on it. You know how women, and I said this morning too, you know how us women, when we feel a little, down, depressed, had a bad breakup or whatever, what we do, we change our whole look. We'll either go shave our whole head off, we'll change the color of our hair, we'll go get some long nails, we'll go get that freakum dress out the closet. Like we'll do something that's going to beautify the outside, right? And then the inside may still feel like crap. But as long as I look good on the outside, it makes me start to feel better about what's on the inside. That's what you can do with that book. Beautify it on the outside. Give it a brand new, fresh cover, and just relaunch it. Relaunch it on Amazon. Because here's the thing. Depending on when you first launched it, and I would say wait at least 3 months. If it's been years, great. You're in a perfect position. But if you just launched it last week and it didn't make bestseller and you are trying to make it bestseller, don't do it. It's too soon. Wait at least 3 months on Amazon that your book has been on Amazon, right? And then go out and relaunch it. Because the thing about it is, if you're in this social media space, how many of you next to me accept a friend request just about every day? So there's new people joining my community just about every single day who don't know that I just launched a book or didn't know that I launched a book years ago. Some of them don't even know that I have 6 books right now that's on Amazon. So new people come into your community all the time. Launch it for them. Think about them. Think about the new fresh meat that can go ahead and buy your book. So relaunch your book. That's tip number 2.
Ooh, okay, before you move, because I know you're moving fast.
I'm moving fast.
You in my neighborhood. Okay. So it's interesting. I always look at a woman, and if she does something drastic with her hair, I'm like, wait a minute.
What happened?
Because I did it. When I had my last breakup, I had already been without a perm for a long time, but I was like, I'm about to get the big chop done.
Right.
You want to do something different like you said, the inside is still the same, but you need something, and that gives you hope. That gives you that little bit of momentum that you need to move forward. You're gonna make it. So that book that you wrote, it's good material. You just gotta put a different level of momentum behind it, and it really is okay. So
and it really is like reviving it. Like when I got divorced, I shaved my whole head. So all of this came after my divorce. All of this glory. Look, you can tell I'm happy now because my hair is so long. But I literally shaved my whole head off. I didn't want it to have anything to do with a perm because that's what my ex loved. I didn't want anything that he kind of shaped me to be, right? So I got rid of all of those things, the dresses that came down to the floor, and I couldn't show any skin, or I couldn't wear makeup or lipstick or anything, like all of that stuff. I just came out like, you know what, I'm doing me. If I could walk on the street butt naked without getting arrested, I would have done that too. But I didn't want to go to jail.
I just love that idea, Jamie. And I'm sitting here taking notes because I'm coming up on my year anniversary for quitting my job. So I think I'll be talking about a contract with you to relaunch and put a new cover on there.
Put a brand new cover on it, even though your book ain't stale, but put a brand new cover.
I know. But maybe we'll talk. We'll talk.
You ain't got no stale books over there. But But that's a great idea, Jennifer. Now, what you could do is launch an anniversary book, right? So redo the cover with the 1 year anniversary on it, 1 year anniversary best-selling book on the cover. That's something that you can do to revive it, even, or really you're taking it to the next level with yours, because
Awesome.
there are books, and I don't know if you guys noticed, they do anniversary books just like they do anniversary movies, like Color Purple had one or whatever, musicians do it all the time, like, best favorite hits or whatever they call it. You can do that with your book by relaunching it.
And maybe adding some chapters to it. We'll talk.
Look, you at least got a new
turn my
chapter.
camera off.
You at least got a new chapter with COVID-19 and post COVID-19. So, hey.
New chapters, a whole lot of stuff has happened in that year. We'll talk.
That's going to be a whole new book, Jennifer. I'm saying relaunch the same book.
Don't be giving me no more work.
She just came up with a whole new book idea, right? Okay, so listen, point number 3. Think about that, relaunching the book, okay, guys? That's how you revive your book on Amazon. Because the other thing about it is, if it didn't hit the bestseller list the first time, when you relaunch it this time, you have to give Amazon an opportunity. Like, there has to be a space between when your book had engagement. So that's why I say wait about 3 months and then go back to it, and it has that engagement again. And you have a certain amount of time to get that engagement for Amazon's marketing tool or marketing machine to get behind it. So yeah, I just gave you a whole bunch. Revival tip number 3. Y'all see I cut my nails? I'm starting over. That's a new thing. That's a self-care thing. Like, I got so frustrated today, I just cut them all off. So, but that's my self-care. That's my self-care way of taking care of my mental health. And so one of my self-care things is I do my own nails. And so anyhow, it made me look at anyhow, revival tip number 3, guys, so we can get up out of here. Take your book on a tour. And I have 2 different kinds of tours I'm talking about. I'm talking about the physical tour, and I'm talking about the corona-free tour. Now, the corona-free tour is now, because we're stuck inside, you can do a virtual book tour, which means you're doing it from your home office or your living room or in front of your fireplace or, out on your back patio, but you're still inside. It's a virtual tour that you set up around the country. It's not limited just to those that you know here in the United States. So you can take your book on a tour. And what is the one thing you should always, every published author, you should always have this on your tongue. Like you call your kid name, or you call your boo name, or you call somebody's name that you call every single day. This should be on your tongue as an author. Anybody know what I'm about to say? Y'all want to guess, ladies? What should always be on your tongue?
Your website or your link.
Your link. The link to buy the book. Now, in our community, we use Bitly a lot, bit.ly/go get the book. But whatever link you have, create a short link, but always have that link in your mouth, because when you go on this virtual book tour or even your physical book tour, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second, but when you go on your tour, you always, always, always lead to the sale. When you're talking about your book, it's giving the audience a peak of interest, so they're going to want to buy it. And so you don't want to say, this is the worst thing, and I hear it all the time, and it burns my britches. It burns my biscuits, as my grandma would say. It burns my biscuits. They just say, go to Amazon. My book is on Amazon. And unless you're a big celebrity or someone like that, I even found a hard time finding some of Oprah's books. So just taking someone to a huge sea of books, millions and millions of books, and say, go find mine, it's just like finding a needle in a haystack. And so if you tell me that and I go and I search for the book and I don't find it within the first 5 seconds, I quit and you just lost the sale. And I know I'm not the only one with ADD and short attention detail. I know I'm not the only one. So there's a whole bunch of people. Make it easy for people to buy your book by always having that link. And that link is going to take them right to the cart. They can put how many copies they want. And that's how easy you should make it for your customers who want to buy your book. So the physical book tour is if you, like, I used to travel a lot on my 9-to-5 job. And so I was always constantly, in Cambodia or Ethiopia or Tanzania as they call it. I was always all over the country, right? If you have a job where you travel a lot, plan book sightings or book signings in those places that you're traveling. If you don't travel a lot, if you go on vacation, plan a book signing on your vacation. If you don't want to do that and you just want to do like a full-on book tour, then think about places where you know people that are on the ground, because those people could be your ambassadors that could gather the people for you. And you can just show up as the great person that you are to do the book signing, right? So make sure you plan in areas and cities where you know people that can be your ambassador and can handle some on the ground things before you arrive to the city. So those are my 3 ways that you can revive. That's kind of like 3.5 ways that you can revive your book on Amazon. Revival tip number 4. Remember I told you about that link that should always be in your mouth? It should always, and also be on all of your social media profiles. Don't post it in a regular post so that everybody can possibly miss it because you don't know the algorithms. Put it in your profile, because when people friend you, if they like me, I'm gonna search you up and see how you behave online first. How many of you see people are liking pictures that you posted back in 1999, 2002, right? And they just liking pictures. That's because they're on your profile. That's because they're on your page and they're looking you up. So once they go there, make sure under your description, you have, you can get a copy of my book here at that link. Put your book link all over Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever else they got. If they still have MySpace, put it on MySpace too, because there's some people over there too. So just make sure in all of your social media profiles, you have that link to purchase your book. That was point number 4, way number 4. And the last and final way that you can revive your book. Now, this one is not going to be as easy, but it is possible because I've seen it happen, right? You would get an endorser for your book. You would get an endorser that has a larger following than you. Because if they have a less following than you, then what's the point? They're not reaching anyone. But if they have a large platform, such as Coach Danya Winningham, if they have a large platform, get an endorser for your book. And when you approach the endorser, let me just say, make sure that whatever the topic of your book is of concern to them. There's nothing worse than someone coming to me with a book on how to lose weight and asking me to endorse it. What my following is probably not going to be your audience. So make sure that when you approach an endorser, that you do a little research on the back end, such as Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton does a lot of social responsibility around autism. She does a lot of activism around that. So if you have a book that's about autism, then you can send her, a free copy of your book. And make sure that you hire someone that is known or has an expertise in writing endorsement request letters. Okay. I didn't say that this morning, but I'm saying it now. So you got that. All right. So those are the 5 ways that you can revive your book. You can create an ad on Amazon. Remember, it has to be on Amazon. Relaunch your book with a brand new cover. Take your book on a tour, like walk it around the whole world. Well, not physically, but you know what I mean. Post your link in all of your social media platforms, because that gives people, especially the new people that are following you, it gives them, it lets them know that you have a book, and get an endorser. So that's all I have, guys. What do you think? That was quick and dirty, but 5 ways revive that book so you can make more sales on that thing. And now would be a great time to revive it too, especially with COVID going on. You can't leave the house. Now is the perfect time.
That's good, Jamie, because a lot of people I know, they say, oh, I have a book on Amazon, and they did not get the proper guidance on how to even get
wrong
sales.
Category.
Because people think that if you put it on Amazon, it's instant money. No. Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. That is the biggest myth that's out there. One of the biggest myths out there is that if you're on Amazon, you're making a whole lot of money off of your book. There's a strategy behind that. Just like anything that produces income, it's behind a strategy.
Right. That's good. That's good. So so guys, there you have it. 5 ways to revive your book on Amazon. If you have a book on Amazon, you got those 5 ways. If you don't have a book and you want to write a book, because there's a book in everybody. I never would have thought I would be an author, but go to the watch party Jamie's going to be doing this weekend. Go to bit.ly/weekendwatchparty20.
Weekend Watch 20, y'all.
Weekend Watch 20. She's going to be doing a watch party on how to write an ebook, and that's where most people should get their start, in my opinion. If you don't already have the beginnings of a manuscript, if you have no idea where to start, and you're like, I've always wanted to write a book, just a $29 investment that you can not only write off on your taxes, but that you can turn around and sell your ebook. And that was one of the first classes I took. My first ebook I wrote after taking that class, and then from there it just grew and grew and grew. Now I'm the author of 2 books, a workbook and a planner. All published by Jay's Publishing House. So guys, you need to get connected. And then guys, if you haven't already shared out the broadcast, please share out the broadcast, because it was one share of the broadcast that got me where I am today.
Yes.
Hard work, the share of the broadcast, and some hard work. It got me off my job after 33 years. So thank you, Jamie. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you. So guys, the weekend watch party is going to start tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Those of you who registered, you will receive an email with the link to join. It is a private viewing, But anyway, it's going to be a private session for those who show up for the weekend party. And so 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning is the first one. The second showing is going to be, is it 9:30 or 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday night. And then we're showing 2 more shows on Sunday, which is 9:30 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can register. That $29 cover the entire weekend. So you'll have access to replays. You'll have access to me if you have any questions. Start with writing your ebook. That'll get your feet wet, and get your tongue wet for that next book that's coming out too. So, hi Clarissa. You can go to actually you can see me tomorrow for the watch party. So that's bit.ly/weekendwatch20, or you can schedule a time to talk with someone on our team at bit.ly/BYOB just let them know that you want to talk to the publisher. bit.ly/ BYOB Convo, CONVO.
And I believe there's a place there for her to indicate the call and then what the type of call.
Yeah.
So that's great. So Clarissa, be sure you go to that link, bit.ly/BYOB Convo, so you can get on the phone with Jay's publishing house. Super amazing. She's published 4 things for me. We're getting ready to do an anniversary cover next week. She look how she that was a great idea because I'm coming up on my anniversary. I'm gonna be having all kinds of things just
But
around
Jennifer,
that.
remember I said cover,
Okay,
not content on the inside. That's a whole new book.
right. That's a whole new book that I already put in my PPP to contract for. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. I already told you. I already
I
told you.
think Jennifer's addicted to publishing books. Like
I
she
am.
will come up with an idea for any kind of book. But that's the beauty of writing. There really is no limitation on how many books you can publish. And I'll tell you what she's doing. She's building herself a digital library for her second retirement. Because she's already retired once. But she's building a really nice fat cushion for her second retirement. And that's what that digital library would do for you. And it's all her books. Can you imagine walking into one of her office, her business office at home, and the wall is filled with Miss King books or Dr. King books?
Dr. King,
Dr. King books.
So Clarissa says she's interested in your
Yes.
certification. That's amazing.
Absolutely. That's great. That's great. So if you've already signed up, because we did that certification promotion last week. So definitely go to bit.ly/BYOB Convo. Let them know that you're interested in the certification and we'll be connected.
Yes.
I'm excited. That certification is like cray. Okay. It's cray.
Yes.
So I'm super excited about it. So guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I will see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning, not just on the BYOB weekend show. Yep, I'm going to be there too, but also for the watch party. So you have 2 more days of getting, with this publisher, getting on your nerves and, hopefully my voice will make it by then. I feel like I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, that's how Clarissa said, reaching now for ebooks. I'm not real sure. She might have a typo in there.
I may be reaching out now for ebooks. Okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what you're saying.
Yes, absolutely. Clarissa, that's going to be an amazing watch party. You'll have an opportunity to ask Jamie questions. And that was the very first class I took ever on writing anything. And from that course, you're not just going to come away with one thing.
No, impossible.
Impossible.
It's literally impossible to come away with just one idea for a book, especially if you follow the method that's being taught to you. So it's a 2-hour watch party, guys. I'm super excited about being there with you. It is amazing. So guys, get some rest, stay safe, wash your hands, love on yourself, and be good, y'all.
All right.
That's all I got. Good night, everybody.